Previously on Raiders of the Serpent Seas, our intrepid heroes encountered the enigmatic Kira, a wandering merchant from beyond the realms, offering goods of mysterious power. Amidst the vast expanse of the sea, a hellmouth was found, promising swift passage or dire peril. Choosing to brave its depths, they were not met with damnation, but an offer from a guardian of the underworld. A bargain was struck, and their journey was hastened, propelling them towards the heart of the inner continent, where the ironwood forests grow thick with ancient magic. But shadows lengthen and whispers grow as from deep within the woods a figure rises, the Witch King, bound by magic and the iron will of the forest, freed by a spectral voice. His purpose is clear, to show the chosen the true meaning of pain. As our heroes draw near to the land, it seems like it's all holding its breath, awaiting of the clash of fate and free will. What secrets are hidden in the ironwood? What power does the Witch King possess? How will our heroes navigate the dangers lurking in the heart of the inner continent? It's time to find out. All right, so yes, it's been a little bit of time since we last saw you. You've been going overland for a little bit of time as you've left your ship behind and taken some of your crew and headed inland for a little bit. It has basically been, I'm going to say, about 2 or 3 days since we last saw you all, and you were all on the edge of the continent here. You have been clambering through thicker and thicker ironwood forest as it's been going. It's certainly been getting heavier in that respect. It was barely hidden on the coastline where you could just about start to see some of these ironwood trees, but now you are dead in the thick of it. You were a little bit lost for a while. To start with, there was very little direction for you to figure out where you were heading, and it actually did take until I think about the third evening when Hodor, your father, in your dreams, literally told you what you were seeking was north and sort of gave you a direction, somewhere to go. And yeah, how did he convince the party that was the idea, or what do you think? How did that play out with Hodor trying to get them to go in that direction? Will be the question. First questions of the night. Evening.
So first of all, he would have told Boulder privately that our dad had said north, and then asked Boulder to help with convincing the others that that's the way to go.
Oh, don't worry. I have a plan for this.
You saying that does worry me slightly. You using your brain doesn't normally end up with good things happening, historically speaking.
Trust me, this will 100% work.
Okay, give it a go. You're better with people than I am, so...
Hear me, companions.
Jesus.
I have just gotten a message from the other side. As you know, I have been developing these special powers as of late, and I believe I am a chosen one. I believe I know where to go next. The gods have given me these visions. I believe we should go north.
Stunned silence for a little bit from the group.
I want to insight. Insight.
He's telling the truth.
Wow. Okay. These are.
Should I roll something?
You can roll a deception check. Let's see how good you are in these moments. You've got to be at 10 so far. So.
It shouldn't be too bad at it.
Don't say that. Don't say that before you roll.
You jinx it out.
Let's see, deception. Okay, not.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Hard to read, and he seems to be telling the truth as far as you can tell. But yeah, obviously you got your characters make of it what you will on that one. But he seems very, very sure of himself that where you need to be is heading north. I will give you the hint that you have all been fairly aimless for the last 3 days, if that makes sense. The lack of direction has been a thing. I mean, the survival skills of your group are good. You're not in any danger of starving here, but yeah, it's a thick, big forest and no real sense of where you have to head in amongst it all is the problem.
I am not saying that I don't believe you, Baldor. But your judgment is probably the worst in this group, so if anyone else would like to say something, then maybe I would believe him.
But
I think
I
we should
concur
just
with
follow
Frida.
Baldur.
I think sometimes you have to give the benefit of the doubt to Baldur. He did one day wake up with like lightning and weather
Yes.
powers, etc.
I will light up my fists in flames.
this does happen in the moment as he does do it.
I mean, as incompetent as he may be, maybe he is more in touch with the gods than we think.
This is the most confident any of us have been about directions in a while. I think a gut feeling is better than just absolutely no idea, right?
I haven't got anything.
I guess. How would we be able to trace our steps back? That is the main thing too. Do we even know where we are?
I think your survival is pretty high as a group on that one, but Blythe, I think that you would probably be the best to give us a survival check just to see how you feel you're doing on your judgment of where you are on that one. You don't think you've been going in circles? I'm certainly not suggesting anything like that, but yeah, it would be nice to know how you're doing on that front.
Anyone
in
else
the first
trained
place.
in it so they can now give me a hand?
No.
Train in what now?
Survival.
In survival.
Nope.
Anyone
Odor's
else?
probably the.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I got +6 on that.
Druid.
No,
Can
then
I-
yes.
I did once hear a story about like I think it was 2 children finding their way through the woods, and they like left little pieces of food behind. So
Blythe,
when
please
they
just
could
check.
go back, that they
Wait,
could just
'cause,
follow
like,
the trail from the
so
pieces.
it's 15 without advantage,
Okay,
and then 13 with
15.
advantage.
15's still good.
I mean, to be
Okay.
fair, it's fine.
Yeah. No, so far you're pretty good at this sort of thing in general. You don't feel like you're lost in that respect. You obviously don't know the direction of where your end goal is, but you certainly feel like you could backtrack your current route without too much issue. Yeah, you think you have been going probably mostly west so far, but obviously now Baldur is actually suggesting north, if that makes sense, as a different tact. But yeah, you feel like you could make it back if you need to.
Okay.
So yes, do you guys follow Baldur's suggestion and start heading in that general direction as the next sort of steps?
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Yes, we don't have much choice.
Fair. Yeah, so this does start to pay off with about 3 or 4 hours of travel. You guys do end up making your way definitely further north than you were before. The forests seem to get more steadily thicker and more foreboding as you go. The quality or the age of the ironwood trees is increasing, and I think that's probably something that I think Blythe and Hodor have probably been picking up, is that you are getting into much more aged wood the further you go into the forest as this is going on. But yeah, forests up ahead are looking very, very unnerving. Would be the best way of putting it. The creaking of the woods is moving relentlessly closer. Sorry, moving through them. The branches snag clothing, pluck at hair, and around you there is a odd, ripe smell, as if the world is in the midst of summer and not covered with windswept snow as it usually is. Only a few steps in, and your desire to turn around and return to your ship is surprisingly strong here when this is going on. I think we're going to need a bit more of an epic roll for this one. Let me see here who on that one, and we are going to need a charisma here. So let's go for a bit of that one. So once again, so it's going to be a charisma, and we're going to use the average, and the DC is okay.
Charisma check or saving throw?
That's all right. It's incoming now as we're doing an epic roll and see how it goes.
Everyone gets +3 to this. I don't know if it'll add it.
That's good. That's a good question. Yes. We'll bear that in mind as we go. Yeah, it might not be smart enough for that, but yeah, you can click on the dice in front of your character and roll.
Is this
away.
an average roll?
This will be an average of the,
right,
of
so
the group.
Just add 3 onto the end.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah. On that front. Oh, okay, but that's not looking bad at all on that front.
24. What the? How the hell did I get 24?
You definitely did. How did you, Frida? But yeah, you did. You got a real high.
I have a +6 to charisma, and then a +3 on top of that.
No problem on that one. So yeah, you guys feel the will of the forest wanting you not to enter. However, you are able to press forward into what is kind of going on. It takes a while, but you do make your way through until you actually do find what seems to be a sort of strange set of wooden homes. So let's bring you up to the first point in the forest here on this one. Hidden within the forest, there are several wooden homes that sag under the weight of the snow-covered roofs. Some of them have split open, with their innards spilling out across the unbroken snow and covering the clearing. Nature has taken rough hold of all the structures. The remains of the stone fire pits are barely visible through the central courtyard. There is a rotted sawhorses and collapsed hulls of ships that were in the process of being built. A few inches of snow covers most of the surfaces through the wind gusts, and the trail beyond is bare. So, yeah, some sort of you've come across some sort of abandoned village in amongst all of this. Yeah, what would you like to do?
I'd like to ritually cast Detect Magic and just start doing my wandering while I send my owl up to just circle around to make sure that everything's okay.
I will also Divine Sense, just in case.
No problem. The land itself registers as desecrated, Frida, so it's not good from that sense of the thing. Zisa, as you set your owl up, it sort of sees and looks around a little bit. Nothing's pinging on your detect magic as you're going at the moment. However, your owl does spot a few bodies in amongst the snows, at least parts of them.
So as Zisa's walking around with her senses open, she, without looking, just points in that general direction and just says, "There are bodies in that direction, a few paces off."
Hodor goes that way.
Rita will also say, "Everywhere is desecrated. This is not a good land where we are."
No, it's all registering, and smelling bad to Frida's senses for definite on that one. Hodor, you make your way up to some of these skeletons. Basically, there's not much left, as in left of flesh or anything else like that. You can make a medicine check for me and see if you can work out what you have here.
14.
14. They are what scraps of bits of material that are left. You definitely think these are raiders. And with a 14, you're pretty sure dwarven would have been originally. So yeah, all dwarven raider types originally. This is not new. This is older stuff. They have, it's been at least a few years have passed here. The snows have probably kept some things around a little longer than they would have done, but you're pretty sure, for whatever is going on here, they are, they are definitely of a few years gone, and dwarven in
raiders.
nature.
Does
dwarven
it
in nature.
seem like they? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, do we know anywhere that holds dwarves in the world, our world?
There are a few clans that are more dwarven than others. I think Natal is one of them. But yes, but it's not. And there are always lost raiding clans as well. There are not all that exists now were once, and obviously not all clans are as known, if that makes sense. But whatever has happened here, there's not a lot left. The Ironwood is breaking up the buildings pretty well at this point. Hard to say with your medicine check how these dwarves died, but it's just because of the age of what's going on. But the skeletons are complete, but they are not buried or burnt in place. So something has happened. Yeah.
Okay, well, I will take a tooth from each of them because I've been denied teeth several times, and I'm not happy about it.
Fair. Yeah, it's time to get back to the collection. Absolutely, that's no problem at all.
Did you say there's ironwood coming out of the trees, right?
All the trees here,
buildings.
all the trees are ironwood here. And basically most of the buildings, the roots or the the main branches of trees have now busted through the land, taking back what once was this settlement, if that makes sense already.
Can I take some soil samples from around the base of the ironwood trees?
Absolutely, yeah, you definitely
Just
can.
to experiment with Dave later.
No, that's definitely easy enough. You can add some soil to the on that one, and start having a look around and see what's going on.
Can I put all the bodies in a pile while she's doing that?
Yeah,
Maybe,
absolutely you can. Yep, that's absolutely no problem. Yeah, you're gonna do the. Are you actually gonna burn them make a pyre and do the whole?
She's gonna try at least.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely doable. It's not a problem to be able to pull some of that off. Given some time and bits on that one, you certainly can make that happen. Anyone else have anything before? Because this is probably going to take enough time to take you through to an evening camping here, probably.
I would like to help Frida, but as I'm doing it, can I do some gathering?
Yes, absolutely you can. Yep, you can.
First of all, can I do a little foraging too? Because we haven't really done much of that yet.
Yeah, you can definitely. You definitely can. Hopefully the foraging and gathering stuff is still working in here. You have to give it a go, Jamie, and see how it's going. But you're looking for obviously forest or inland or something along those lines.
Just can't remember how to do it.
That's okay. It's going to be in the journal somewhere. I can't remember exactly myself.
Potion and crafting, gathering.
And harvesting, and then you can go down to grasslands or forest, probably. Where's forests? Yeah, you got forests in there.
I just roll it like that. I see. What does that do then?
That's with a 19 on your herbalism. That should have, I think it's slightly broken. Is the honest truth on that one?
Normally comes up with what I've.
Well, I can see. Nothing... I can see some of the bits are a little bit broken in there on that one.
Yeah, there's nothing to gather in anywhere.
Yeah, so apologies. That's gotten broken on that one. But what I'll do is, if you can give me three of those rolls with your herbalism kit. And we'll just make a note of them. I think I believe the DC was a 15, so I know that you will have gathered three things from the list, and I will reimburse you for them if that makes sense when the time. Which is the handy thing about recording these things.
Pretty good.
Yeah, definitely pretty good. And ZC, you can do the same as well, and see if we can find things slightly more alchemy related for
And
you.
I apologize, but how do I do what he just did?
So yeah, he went for a herbalism kit. What have you got in the way?
I literally just clicked on gather. I didn't do anything to select anything.
Okay. So in the compendium pack, in the journal section, Conrad, there is a section called potions, crafting, and gathering.
Yes, I see it.
And under there is gathering and harvesting. And then when the page opens, you can go down to forests, and then you can hit gather from there, and then that'll allow you to
All right, here I
see
go.
how you go.
You
And
do
you
not
can
meet the
have
requirements to gather here. Missing herbalism kit. I have an alchemist kit, so maybe that's why.
why on that one. Okay, fair enough. So if you just roll me a d20, and we'll just make a note that way for a couple of them for now, and then we'll bear
Can
it
I
in
roll?
mind.
Can I roll hold, please? Can I roll like a nature check or?
Yeah. No, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I think the DC will be a different for you, but
frig you. It was on 17, then nicked
yeah,
over to 3.
the dice is giveth and they take away. And then one more roll, so we'll just keep those on notes, and there might be a chance that you get something on that one.
There we go.
Okay, all right. So yeah, you will have found some sort of reagent or something of use in the forest. So
Dirtiest
that's,
of 20s.
the dirtiest of 20 on that one. What are you looking for, Frida? You just having a quick?
I accidentally pressed something.
Oh no, that's all right.
But,
Not a problem.
I'm burning the dead, so maybe I'm praying. That was an accidental good thing.
No worries at all. No worries at all. So yes, you build your pyre, and you do burn the dead that evening as time sort of goes on. And is there anything else anyone will be up to, or it will be camping for the night, and then yes, we will see what the morning will bring, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Is there anyone taking watches or anything like that overnight, or how's this going to be playing out?
Before we go to sleep, can I start talking with Blade?
Yeah, absolutely, you can. Yeah, the campfire is made, the pie has been done. By all means.
I just want to say thank you. I couldn't help but see that you supported my plan to go north. I just want to convey my gratefulness for your support.
That's okay. I do feel like sometimes people write you off a little bit.
Thank you. I do think so. Same thing.
You may conduct yourself in a way that perhaps aids to that sort of conception of you being a bit wishy-washy. But
wishy-washy?
I think
what do you mean by that?
I think that there's something a lot deeper to you, Baldur. And I've said this once before. I believe there's greatness in you. It's just waiting to erupt. And I'm keen to see that day.
Oh, thank you. Well, for your kind words, I have a little bit of a gift for you. And I will take off my bracers, since now that we're back to D&D, it really doesn't help me anymore.
Fair enough. You would have certainly known what they were over time, yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Where did you get them? Why have you got them, not me?
He won a competition and against someone and was given them. Yeah, so.
They were changed in Pathfinder.
Yeah,
they were changed in Pathfinder. They've changed.
Isn't it silly? It's so silly.
These are a great gift. Are you sure you want to? Just kind words doesn't warrant a gift like this.
I mean, I guess you're right. I think I'll keep them in that case.
It's very wise.
No. It's I appreciate your support, and at some point, I'm sure you'll have my back again.
I always have your back, don't worry. As long as it makes sense. Yeah.
He puts a caveat on it. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, thank you very
How-
much. I appreciate this very much.
How do I give these to him?
Yeah, so you can do request trade down on the players section, and down in the bottom left-hand side, just above the cameras. There's the players bar, and there's a request trade in there.
Oh yeah.
So you should be able to do it from that.
Let's see. Jamie sent trade request.
I accept that.
Oh, drag and drop. So, yeah.
Okay, so I just accept that, yeah.
Yeah, should be able to, and then hopefully
Well, that was fancy.
there you go.
Little
it's done.
handshake as well.
Oh, little handshakes,
Aw.
and they're done. There you go. So they with a hearty handshake. Yes, the items are passed over. So yes, you guys are in the forest. This is all starting to go on, but yeah, who's taking watch overnight? What any plans for any of that?
I'll take one watch.
I'll take the last watch.
Take the first then.
Okay, yeah, we'll just do it with two. We'll just do it with two watches for this one. No problem. Yeah, Frida. Yeah, you can make me a perception check just to see how you do as the evening passes.
Cool.
Actually, oh, never mind.
That's good.
My strongest.
Okay. 9, fair enough. No worries. Time passes. You seem okay. You go to wake up Zisa at some point, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, Zisa, you're sort of woken up for your section of the night, and then you
Okay,
can make me the same check in a moment. But go ahead.
Question. If I were to cast the spell now, would that use my spell slot from today or for tomorrow?
Oof. Yeah,
Because
you're
if that's the
technically-
case, that would have influenced when Zisa wanted to take watch.
Yeah, no, fair enough on that one. I think it's still technically within this day, so your next day's fine, if that makes sense.
Fantastic. So then Zisa is going to cast invisibility. So she's invisible. And we're going to do something that Zisa hasn't done in a minute. Zisa's going to feed.
Ah, yeah, she's not had her fill of dreams for quite a while.
The mechanic in Pathfinder was a little wonky, so
Mm.
I got roll for dreams as well.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
You do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll a d6. 1, 2.
Just keep going to
3,
Baldo.
4, 5.
Just
Yeah.
All right.
fueling his ambition.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to feed off of Frida, please.
Off of Frida. Okay. Fair enough on that one. So yeah, you can make your way over to her for the night and yeah, try and tap in. I'm guessing you'll have to yeah, just make a sleight of hand check kind of thing, something for how you're being delicate if in this time, and that's just going to be against your passive in your sleep, if that makes sense. So
And as I'm invisible, I would assume this is at advantage.
I would say that's a very fair shout at that one.
22. We'll see if I can get a natural 20. I didn't, but 22.
Okay, so yeah, your passive is not as high as that.
Passive
Frida,
is
so yeah.
9.
Yeah, yeah, an easy target on that one. Yeah, what does Frida dream about that Zisa would be seeing? I guess would be the kind of just a quick question of roughly what goes on in her head as Frida is feeding.
Frida
away.
has the exact same dream every night, and it is the dream that all of you have already seen of her castle getting taken over as a child, people dying all around her, and being grabbed by a raider and taken away from her family and her land. basically.
Nice. The only thing I think I will add to that is I think there would also be now on top of that in the dream the scenes that you've now seen in your visions of your mother and some strange being or person coming up attacking her in those moments, which wasn't a scene that would have been there originally, but yeah, there certainly now is more of that going on. So yeah, Zisa, you are definitely privy to all of that as that's all been going on. However, it's when all of that's been going on that you didn't notice the things that did turn up in the night. And
Oh no.
Baldur and Blythe, you will be being
Snacked
taken on by as something starts to make its way out ghostly out of the ground. And in your sleep these things will attempt to attack you. So let's see how they're going to do.
Are these creepy ghost children?
These are creepy ghosts things indeed. Let's just bring them up on screen a little
Great.
a little closer.
look
So
at
these things have
them.
literally rised out of the ground next to these two as
The one on the right
as
is
this
my
is all
favorite.
going on. And yes, so we will see how they do. So first Baldur, then let's see how this one is going to do against you as a start point. Let's see if it can get its clutch ability off. So with a 24, this thing will have literally sort of grabbed hold of you and begins feeding in some way, which we will deal with in a few moments as this is all going on.
Good, great.
Next on the list, Blythe, we have the other one for you. So let's see how that's going to work. 1 second. So let's see if we can get the clutch ability off on that one. An 18 will still get through. So you are also being fed on in these moments as Zisa, you come round as Baldur and Blythe are in these moments are just something like as something is like ghostly is sort of latched onto them and is sort of like sucking from them almost. It's it's like they're being siphoned from. You can like see this. They're going slightly pale in the moments as they're like.
Just let us go.
So as this is all going on, Zisa, what do you do in the moments? Baldur and Blythe, you wake up in these moments, like with this going on, as these things are literally upon you. What's going on in these first moments as this is all happening?
I think you just hear from nowhere, "Arise! We are being attacked!"
No
What
problem.
happens to us? Are we unconscious still?
No, you're waking up with this thing literally like it's attached to your neck, Blythe, but it's a ghostly apparition that's sort of clung round you, and this is all going on in the moments as everybody else starts to wake up. We will roll some initiative just in case, and then we will go from there.
I want to radiant sponge it.
That is fair enough. Right, so let's roll some initiative, everyone, and see how we're gonna do.
Aaron has the same initiative as me. So
that's fair.
Work?
I will delete her from the list because it's
Baldur, what's your AC?
16.
Okay, and it rolled a 24 against you or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, roll quite high against you, didn't it?
Okay, never mind. I can't do anything then.
Because I don't see the dice that are being rolled for them, so I don't
You
know.
rolled an 18 on me, and I think it was in the 20s for you.
Yeah, it was high numbers on that one.
I see 6.
Right, so Rowder, that's me. I'll roll that one as normal, so that's fine. We can bring that one through, and then just Zisa, you need to just roll initiative if that's okay, and then we can begin and see what's actually gonna go down in the moment. Okay, so we will begin the combat. The miling on Baldur will do its thing. So let's see how it's going to play out. So first things first, this one is going to bite you. You're already grappled on that one. So 24 to hit. So it's now siphoning 14 points of necrotic from you, Baldur, as this thing's like and starting
How
to.
much?
14 points of necrotic from these things as they're sucking the life from you for a few moments there.
So it doesn't reduce my max, right? Like some ghosts do. It's just
literally feeding on you, I believe. On that one, I will double check. Oh, hang on a minute. The target's hit point maximum is reduced by the amount equal to the necrotic damage taken.
yeah. I assume
That'll
so.
do it.
Oh, so you are right.
Lovely.
Yeah, I will make a note of that.
Yes, yeah, no problem on that one. But it had its turn. Next in the turn order, then Hodor, you see Blythe with one of these things, and your brother with two of these ghostly apparitions wrapped around them, and siphoning from them in the moments. You've already just seen Baldur looking paled and drained in the moments as this is all happening.
Okay. I apologize, Blythe, but brother comes first. So I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom. Which means that whilst I damage them, I can also heal Baldur.
Okay, fair enough. So they need to make a Constitution saving throw, right? Let's see how they're going to do. It gets a 22, so it will definitely save. I'm assuming that
it's half.
it's half the damage. Okay.
Fine.
So Baldur, you will be taking one, and it will be taking one. Okay.
No, Baldur doesn't take any pain.
No. Yeah, yeah. You are.
Yeah,
He is linked.
You're not following what it's doing.
Oh.
So you take damage, Baldur. It takes damage, and when this is going on.
So I assume I'm now at 30 of 30, 30 of 31, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I now attempt to heal Baldur with that spell, yes.
You don't know.
Oh well, Jess guesses. Baldur does not. But you get to roll. You can spend and roll one of your unspent hit dice and regain number of hit points equal to the roll plus your plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 2. 3.
Right.
Sorry, I read something.
So I gain back 1 hit point, right? Or
Yeah, because you can only gain 1 hit point right now. Yeah, unfortunately, because your hit point maximum is down in the moment. But you do heal that. You do heal that amount. That is still correct. Anything else on Hodor's turn in these moments?
No, because I think I've done good, and I just think he's done a great job.
No worries. The second one of these beasties that is going to already be wrapped around Blythe, so it is going to attempt to bite. Let's see how it's going to do. And with a 13, it will miss.
Just about,
yeah, just about enough. I believe that's all it's got at the moment.
Does it get advantage because I'm lying down?
I'm just gonna let it pass in the moments on that one. But so it's where it's trying to feed. It's concentrating too much and doesn't make it. That is done. Frida, you're next up on the list.
Okay, so we were asleep, so I'm going to say that I do not have my armor on.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, you normally sleep in armor.
I don't think you can sleep in full plate armor. So my
Makes
AC
sense.
is now 9, everyone, so please protect me. She's going to run up, not knowing that this is going to do a lot of damage to Blythe. An attack. Oh, sorry, I didn't target.
That's okay. So, but 25 will definitely hit. So you're going
And
to do 13.
Gonna do. She feels the magic back inside her, and she's gonna divine smite on top of that.
Okay, on that
So
one.
that's radiant damage. Oh, and is it an undead
1 second.
or fiend?
That is a really, really good question on that one. They haven't put the thing. I'm going to say yes. It's got to be.
Oops. I don't
is
know
the
why I
answer.
rolled 3. Just it's an extra D8.
Okay, so what's the total
6.
here?
So it's 9 plus 6
Oh,
of radiant damage.
Of radiant damage. Okay, so half of 15 will be going to Blythe, and half will be going to this thing as well, plus the 9, half of 9. So I will do that now. Half that damage. And Blythe, you take the other half of what's gone on from Frida's attack.
Have you done that to me? Or should
I
do-
have not done your one. No apologies. I have just done what I've done to the creature, not
Okay.
yourself.
Oh,
Well,
Any-
do
any
I
more
see
for
that?
anyone? I think at that
did-
moment you do see. You probably see Blythe go, oh, as yeah. It's you're not just affecting it.
Hmm. I have another attack, but I don't know if she would do it. Yeah, she's
Wait,
gonna
hang
hold
on.
back after doing that.
Okay.
how much,
would she
how
yell
much
out to the
damage
rest?
was it?
9 regular damage, so halved, and then you
Yeah.
have 15 of the extra damage, which will be halved.
Okay.
But yeah, but Frida could yell out in the moment that.
Yeah, she will. She'll be like, every attack we do on them hurts the people they're linked to. Be a little careful.
Yeah.
And she's gonna hold her other attack. She's gonna pull back. 'Cause
Okay.
She knows that probably did a lot of damage.
Okay, no problem. Baldor, it's round to you.
Yeah, he hasn't registered that quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to try to radiant punch it.
Okay.
Which means I get a +1 on my fate score. And I will make an attack. This does 1d4 extra
Radiant on top,
damage.
is it? Very nice.
Also, because I'm a monk, my fists are now magic, and I can hurt things for the purpose of the
Of course you
overcoming
could. Of course you
resistance.
can, because that's what monks can do. The craziness of
so
monks.
let me see which one. And then afterwards, I'm gonna use my bonus action to do something if I hit.
Of course, no problem.
Um,
So remember to target him up, and then away you go.
oh yeah, I need to target first. And why is it not rolling?
Click on the little picture icon, or what's what are you trying? Which one are you trying? Ah, there you go.
Okay, I was doing it wrong.
Oof.
I will use my imbalance. So in face balance ability to reroll.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do the advantage thing. 16.
16 hits. You've changed it, so 12 damage, or 6 in total. Half to you, half to it.
Okay, so plus 1d4 radiance.
And one extra on top. Okay.
So that's 7 damage to me extra.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So
Then,
so yeah, it hurts you as much as it hurts it.
Then,
Ow.
as a bonus action, I would like to try to punch it into another dimension.
Of all the things you were gonna say there, that was not the one.
That
I
was
thought.
not
I like how
on the
you have the
list that I
you have the
could say.
crusher feat, so you can push it away from you when you hit it. But no, you're gonna push it into another dimension.
Go ahead. I've got to see what this is.
It's
Go
the
ahead.
final punch thing. First, it's essentially
What's 5 key points?
4 because it reduces it when I have order or chaos points. So I spent 4 because I am
Points to pull it off. Okay, so what does this thing need to roll again? against this.
A charisma saving throw. I honestly don't know what the DC is, but I'll roll my stunning.
Okay. I'll
Probably based
because
on
it
your
should be
wisdom,
the
if I had to
same.
guess. Yeah.
It should be the same as that. It's a DC 40.
A DC 14. Okay, so charisma saving throw. Let's see how this is gonna do. Yeah, it rolled a 1. So you guys watch as he sort of like not today, and then poof, this thing is punched off and disappears into another realm for all intents and purposes.
For a minute, and then after it reappears. But
Yeah, but he is freed of this thing. Yeah, so somehow he's like literally sent it into another plane on the somehow in these moments. It has literally gone.
What?
I'm sorry.
I'm reading through this thing. There's like you can pick another creature and just have their initiative rolls, and they take yours. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh my god, monk crazy bad.
I like this monk. It's very bonkers and it's very difficult to keep track of, but I like it. Okay, I will stand up and then sort of move over. Can I get because I have increased movement, right?
I'm sure you probably do, knowing a monk.
Yeah, monk.
All the movements, all the time.
Actually, no, I don't because I
I am surprised.
That's
Fair enough.
So yeah, I will just go there, and I guess that's my turn.
No worries. Zisa, then round to you next on the list.
Well, Zisa watches all of that, and it is like, okay. I guess the first thing I will do is I will try to telekinetically shove the
creature away.
The thing that's on.
Interesting. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
That's a DC 15 strength throw from that thing.
Okay.
I think I've only succeeded in shoving once.
But is this the one? It got a 23. So
whoa, that thing is super strong. Holy shit. All right, if that's the case, then Zisa's gonna try something else. She sticks her thumb to the middle of her forehead and traces it down to her chin and then flips it forward. And as she does, a facial tattoo shows up on the entire right side of her face. And as she flips it forward, she is going to, hang on, let me target this dude. Okay. And she is going to try to banish it.
Ooh, okay.
And as she does, she comes out of being invisible.
Okay, so we need a charisma saving throw. Let's see how it's gonna do. 15, so on the money.
All right. Cool.
Damn it.
Yeah. And Zisa will then step over into this direction to create some distance.
Okay, no problem. Blythe, next on the list. This thing's still attached to you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I move somewhere else? I apologize.
Of course, yeah. No, what do you need? Just point out where you wanted to end up.
Instead, it's just going to move to here.
Okay, no problem. Blythe, yeah. Obviously, with all of this going on around you, this thing attached to you by the neck. What do you do?
Can I try to remove it from my neck? I
You
feel
certainly
like
can.
even though I can actually shoot it from blank,
you could
point
blank range shoot it, yeah. But that is your
I feel like
choice.
that's stupid. Like, fair enough if they're 5 feet away, but if they're attached to me, I think it's a bit like
it's a bit much. That's definitely true.
So I am going to just try and rip them off. And then...
Okay, so we're going to do contested strength athletics, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm not great at that.
Oh, you got a chance. It rolled a 9.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
Oh man.
My God.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. This thing, you're up, but yeah,
Okay.
this thing is still holding on.
And then I will use Iron to attack. Does Iron have 2 attacks now? I can't bloody remember.
Oh, that's a good question. She might be, but might not have updated her lately. We may have to have a look at that. But for now, anyway, try the one bite.
Ranger, Wolf Rider.
Yeah, have a look for me.
It's an adult now, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Whoa, what's all those numbers?
She has my aura of the executioner, so she gets a D4.
She's getting extras on that one. So 24 to hit, which will definitely hit, and doing 7 damage. So that will be halved to it and to you on that one.
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that.
No. But she does get advantage because of pack tactics.
Oh,
She only
okay.
has one
But
attack.
she hit anyway.
She did with the 24. Definitely did.
Okay, and that is it.
Okay, that is done. Rowder will get
And pull it off, maybe. She's strong. Rage and pull it
I
off.
think that's fair. She contested strength check and just see how she will do. Let's see if I can roll good, bad, or indifferent for her. Let's see on that one. So let's do strength athletics and roll for her versus the strength athletics of this thing. So she got a 12. It got a 17. So yeah, unfortunately, Rowder is not able to help pull it off that one. And then we move to that one. It's wondering where the hell it is in another realm somewhere. Yeah, in a fiery plane. Volcanoes going off in the background. This thing's like, then moving on to Hodor. Round to you.
I don't know what the best thing to do is.
Yes, choices. Or when you're spellcasters, you got all the choices. But
Yeah.
alas, you have to make choices, yes. Whereas Muscle Wizard just use Fist.
Okay, let's see if if I entangle the bastard, maybe it can like restrict its ability to hold on. That might be the best shot, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One. Oh, I forgot how big it is. Okay, yeah, you do it. There. There. For God's sake. Let me go. There we go. Oh. Okay. It's supposed to be in this. The corner bit is supposed to be there.
I'm with you. Yeah,
I
on
tried
that
to
one.
move. I tried to move it, and it would not let me.
No worries at all. No worries at all. So as you do this, you are surprised, Hodor, by just the ferocity of what happens as the ground sort of erupts and ironwood sort of flies up. The template is twice the size of what you would have expected if as this is all going on in the moment.
Does that hit all of us?
No, not like this. But Hodor is surprised by what's going on in the moment, so it's going to make a strength saving throw. Let's see how it's going to do, and it will roll an 11, so it will fail.
Yeah, Hodor's like looking at his hands, like, I'm so cool now. Like,
So
how did
it
I do that?
is restrained in these moments as well. Then. Okay. Where's restrained on the list? Yeah.
So is it still attached to Blind?
Yeah,
then?
it's still
Or-
attached to Blythe at the moment, but it is sort of wrapped in these things, and obviously, Blythe is sort of half connected to it. So yeah, it's like, but it's not going anywhere in these moments at the moment, as this is sort of happening. But but Blythe, you are technically free of this effect. So you probably, the way I'm going to play it is, you'll have advantage against any check that you make to try and break free of it next. on the
Cool,
next
okay.
turn. Round to its turn then, unless Hodor, you were going to do any movement or anything.
No, Hodor is safe over here.
Happy
So
where he
I'm
is.
not going in.
No
Yeah.
problem. Okay, Blythe, incoming bite then. Let's see how this is going to do. So a 25 to hit will hit.
Sure will.
And you'll be taking 12 points of necrotic damage, and obviously that's affecting your hit point maximum.
Can I intercept this? Can I stick my dagger in its mouth
Attached to it, like
to try and stop it from biting down hard enough?
Yeah, I think this is one of those ones where I don't think you can really use that effect, just purely because it is literally latched on him, if that makes sense. So I think it's a little tough. Normally I would, but for that, not really feeling it in the moments. That is done, but it does actually bring us to your turn, Frida. You can see this thing is now wrapped in these like ironwood brambles. It's still attached to him. But yeah, what do you try?
It will try to rip it off him, I guess.
Okay.
I will use one of my inspiration for when Baldur and
Rauda went down.
Rauda went down. So
okay. So you want contested strength athletics. Okay, incoming.
Oh, a 27.
27 versus a 20 from it. So yeah, you were finally able to rip Blythe away from this thing, tearing the sort of the bite off of it in the moment, and it's sort of like writhing in the in these brambles as this is all happening, and you managed to pull him free.
Yep. That's all I can do.
Okay,
Don't have
no
any
problem.
bonus actions.
Baldur, what about for you?
Yeah, I will move around. I will say, I will change you. I will save you, newfound friend. And I will start punching because that's what I do best.
Fair
let's be
enough, no
honest.
problem.
So punch. Is this still at advantage because it's restrained?
Yeah, I believe it is, isn't it, for a restraint?
Mhm.
So yes.
When
So 21.
when something attacks from restrained, is it at disadvantage or no?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mm,
believe so.
you are
Because
right.
because it hit Blythe with a 25.
But it's
Yeah.
like latched onto him, so I don't know if it would.
Yeah, that's like
yeah,
sort of
it's
a weird.
It's a bit
a weird
wishy-washy,
space,
but
right?
I'll let it pass. I'll let it pass for this one. But yeah, it's a valid comment. So yeah, you will definitely hit with a 21. It will take the 8 damage from all of that.
Yeah, I will do it again. This time with radiant damage.
That will hit again. Absolutely.
Yeah. So radiant plus 1 before radiant. I'm just gonna keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Next few strikes, which will put me at order fate score 3 at the end. Then I will flurry of blows. Where is my flurry? Where do I find flurry of blows? Flurry of
Features and
blows.
trait?
Where is?
And that gives me bonus actions. Oh, no,
It's
they're
another
just
17.
unarmed
That will
strike.
definitely hit for another 9. Damn, monkey hard.
And one more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because flurry of blows. For another 10, and that's also goes with the extra D4 radiant.
Damn, Zep. That's a lot of hits. These ghostly creatures are taking it all, but yeah, that's a lot of that's a lot of spiritual punching that's going on. Yeah, if Bal was staying put, then Zisa, you're next on the list.
Again, Zisa will bonus action try to shove it. just to see if maybe that'll do anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can push it further into the brambles. That's certainly doable. Okay, strength saving throw. Let's see how it's going to do. Uh, 12. It will fail in this
Nice.
case. So yeah, how far does it get pushed back? 10 feet, or moved 5 feet?
5.
5.
Away from me,
Okay.
so I guess go ahead and put it there.
Okay, so yeah, it gets pushed back and further into the brambles that Hodor created, sort of round up and around it. Next, anything else from Zisa?
Well, that was my bonus action. So
yeah,
as my actual action, Zisa will just take the point of her finger, which has a rune on it, and stick it into her temple, and it almost looks like it melds in about knuckle deep for a hot second, and then when she pulls it out, she's gonna fling her finger at this thing. She's gonna cast Mind Sliver.
Ooh, that sounds terrible. Intelligence saving throw. Ooh, okay, incoming. Let's see how it's gonna do. It got a 12, so I'm assuming that's not good.
Yep, which means that we got to subtract a d4 from the next saving throw. It makes is it saving throw or is it attack? From next saving throw, it makes.
Next throw, it makes. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Till the end of your next turn. All right. That is that.
And,
Are you staying put?
Zisa's actually going to strafe around, and she's going to end up here.
Okay. Blythe, round to you.
Okay, so is it detached from me now?
It is definitely a detach from you. It's now sort of struggling in these
I don't
brambles.
know if it's like reaching over or what. So
not anymore. No. It's sort of it's been broken from you, and then you're able to move freely as it's
Stay
now
next to me.
trampling in these
You get a
in these
D4.
brambles.
Okay. So I will just attack
You
it.
get a free bless.
Plus 18 to hit.
18 to hit for 18 damage. Woof. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is. Do I get an extra attack? Yes, I do.
You would hope so by level 7.
I know. I was really confused if it was level 7 or level 11. But obviously, you do get another one at a level.
You do get another one.
19 damage.
Okay, so now he's freed, and definitely doing a massive damage against this thing.
Okay, and I will have an advantage attack against it as well with iron.
Pack tactics involved. Yeah.
Jump. And let's see if I get a crit for some reason. No,
but it's still
12 damage.
damn good damage as the dog will bite this thing through, and its form sort of disappears in the moment.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
As the silence sort of comes around you all, and you're as you're sort of just taking it in for a few moments. I'm going to have this sort of play out for ease of things and not keep the combat going too much. That when the other one does reappear out of nowhere from Baldor's portal to nowhere, it seems to take one look at what's gone on and then flees back into the woods, sort of disappearing ethereally into the grounds as you guys take step
That's right.
and reconfigure.
And don't come back.
That was hard, wasn't it?
Anyway.
Yeah, I must say I feel kind of weakened after that.
I don't
Nothing
know
like
what the hell
a
they
good
were.
night's sleep won't fix, I guess.
What? No, I don't think. I think this is a greater restoration job than a lesser. Really won't do anything.
Anyone know what the hell they were?
Can I roll anything for that, James? Arcana?
You can you can roll an Arcana check. Yeah, let's see what you can work out. What was your value? 23. Yeah, you do think you understand what these things are. They are what they call mylings in this world. They are spirits of people that have been unable to gain rest and pass into the next world. They are a ghost story that is told to children normally, but they are a real thing, but very rare, very, very rare. And the fact that you've seen 2 of them in the same place is
Insane.
is very, very odd. The other thing that does come to you, Zisu, is obviously you are in amongst the dead of a dwarven race of raiders. However they came to expire, did that in some way help create these spirits? The possibility does dawn on you.
These are known as mylings. Fairy tales told to children. People think that they are but myth, but it's more that they are exceedingly rare. To see 2 at one time is unheard of. But we are in a strange place, and we do know that there are dwarven raiders here who have died. Perhaps they did so in a way that was unbecoming of their culture. We believe it is important to burn our dead and not to let them die at sea. We know that the Bendor have their own beliefs when it comes to the honoring of their dead. Perhaps these raiders fell in a way that was unbecoming of their culture. And thus
certainly different cultures do different things on that front. You're right. Bendor do bury their dead, so that is definitely true. Raiders, it's mostly burning, but that's not every version of every culture of raiders does. Some go for some of the older rituals, which were burial rather than burning. So it is possible. It is possible.
I do not know if putting the corpses we saw to a proper rest would put the mylings to rest, but it could be something that we could explore. Frida, if you wish to. I do not know if they will return. But
you
if
certainly know that you've burnt most of the bodies you've found so far. Within this previous day.
It may be that burning caused these spirits to rise. Maybe that was not how they honored their dead. They've been long past. We don't know what their culture was.
Okay. Well, with that, go ahead, Hoda.
I've spent a lot of time with my sweet Dave. Would I know whether or not... Could I make the hypothesis whether or not the ironwood has any effect in creating these things?
You can make an Arcana. Let's see what you think.
Yeah. $25.
25. There is low-level magics from all of the ironwood. You know that much. With such a concentration of it, maybe there is something more to that. Maybe if you die here, maybe this is possibly one of the outcomes. It's hard to say for sure, but the possibility does seem like it's doable. A different way to be trapped beyond death. You certainly know there are magics that do things like that.
I don't share this.
It's within the realm of possibility, yes.
Okay. I don't tell everyone that. That's just for me.
No problem. So you guys do manage to finally finish off getting your rests there that evening without any more hiccups. The next morning, the smouldering burning of the pyre has died down, and we can bring you back to the map.
Question.
So
ahead.
can we do our lot? Sorry, go ahead.
Do we regain our max HP, or
Oh,
is it still
I've
capped?
got to roll as well.
You do have to roll. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god, I do. I take damage.
Oh no.
Roll for what?
Oh no, he
Secrets.
has things that happen to him in his sleep that he has to
Okay.
deal with. So he's got extras on that one.
I
I'm
wonder
gonna say
if
you can get
Zisa
your
was-
long rest through and get your
if
points back.
Zisa like vampired my dreams whilst I get that.
Interesting.
I
Isn't
don't
it?
know.
I rolled see, to my knowledge, I don't think anybody's really shared with me that they have dreams, because otherwise Zisa would have targeted you instead of rolled randomly. So if Hodor ever says that they're dreaming about their dad, if you ever tell me you have weird dreams,
It'll come up.
yeah, if Baldur ever says he has weird training dreams, then yeah, she'll go after y'all. But until then, siphoning at random.
Doesn't Zisa see one of his weird training dreams accidentally? Way
I
back when?
can't remember. It's been
I
a while.
feel like no, because I would have reacted in it, because I kind of
Or-
played
or
out
I
the
did-
scenario.
Or I think you wanted to during that evening where I had that dream, but then I caught
You
you
caught
or
me.
something.
Yeah, you caught me.
That was
Yeah.
what
And then
happened,
and then
yeah.
I out wrestled you.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair
That's
enough.
that's where it all began.
Jess, sorry. What's anything for Hodor? Sorry.
No, just question about the how we're rolling. Are we rolling what just happened as a short rest, or are we rolling it as a long rest? Because
It's a long rest for for an overnight. It's a
Okay.
proper 8 hour.
so will I get my spell slots back
You will.
that
You
I
will.
used in that battle? Okay,
You will.
cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to double check on.
That's okay. That's
Are the
okay.
spell slots being tracked on our page at all, or?
I believe they should do as you
Yeah,
if you're
there's
consuming
Yeah,
no,
they're
them as
like,
you
like
go.
little
counters.
dots at the top. Yeah.
Oh, those are the dots.
There you go. It's learning where things are on the new sheet.
Oh, I
New
changed
sheets,
the
guys.
old
You,
sheet.
you've gone
I've
back
got
to the
my
old
new.
sheet for but you're it's that you do that because of size on screen is a bit much as well. Fair. So anyway, back to the map at hand. You have found obviously the ruins of this sort of dwarven raider camp. From what you can see from your looking around, there are 2 paths that seem to be leading off from this sort of space. The rest looks like ridiculously thick forest which has been untouched.
Also,
Um,
James, are we supposed to see anything on the map? Because for me, it's just like a sepia-colored thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know
Can
if there's
you not see your
anything on the
party
map
No.
icon?
or-
No,
Oh,
I
I
can see the
thought
party
that's
icon
just
down
how
at the
it was.
bottom, but yeah, I thought that's how you were just having it.
Ah,
Yeah, there's,
okay.
like-
So, no, you should see
like a Doom
some
mask.
visibility. So let me just see if your party token is set up for you all correctly. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, because I'm just using the party token to make it a little easier. But let's have a quick look at that. 1 second. Right, party token. Here we go. Who
Because we
owns
just
that?
like see the outline, but it's all like sepia colored. So I assume there are things that are being revealed, but we don't.
Yeah. So you
It's
should
just that.
be able to see it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can improve that. 1 second. So I'm going to see if I can make you all observers of this one. Let's see if that helps. So the token, you cannot see the party token at all on screen now, even
No.
with that.
No.
Okay, that is definitely a thing. All right, okay. Then I'm going to have to pull you onto the screen, and it's to see if I can get your vision set up in a way that makes sense. 1 second. So Baldur, does that make sense when you're on the screen here?
It's still all sepia colored for me. Nothing extra gets revealed.
Okay, so I need to give you a bit of range. I think that's what's going to be needed. 1 second. Vision range 1 mile.
Now I do see some blue going or green going out. Yeah.
Okay. So we're getting there, right? So what's the vision range I set for this one, and then that'll help. Vision range was basic vision of 2 miles. So I will give you the same 2, and then I will do the same for everybody else, and then it will make more sense.
Is this the party token where you all put us into the token?
Yes, but
Is
it's
it possible that we cannot see it because we are not in the token? Is that a thing?
No. It's literally it should. You're all sort of attached to it, so it should allow you to see. But obviously, clearly not having a thing for that one. So we'll do that the other way. So that should give a couple of you some vision, and that can bring you up to the parts on the map, and then couple more to go.
Okay, there I do see the token.
Okay, good.
But it doesn't give vision.
Yes, but your token is giving you the vision, though. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So hopefully, okay. So there's at least that going on, vision, and 1 mile for that.
I'll try not to move too far.
Yeah. I'll just I'll give you some bits here to help.
These white dotted lines are the road.
They are the white dotted lines are the road. Yeah, see, there is a route heading to the east and one heading to the west. Definitely seems to be the thing that is going on here. Right, 1 more to go. Update the token. Right, Zisa, so you should be there as well, and then that should start giving you all a bit of view of what's going on. And I will I'll move the party token, and you can follow that around as.
I thought we were
as
on
you need.
sand or something. That's what I thought to start with.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought that was very specific.
No. It's literally just the things on that one. So yes, you can see there is a route that leads off to the east and to the west. What's the party's thoughts?
So the place we are at right now, there are buildings around, right?
There are very broken buildings, but there are a few here
Did we search the buildings themselves yet?
You did have a look round, if that makes sense. And Zisa did do detect magic to have a look round to see if there was anything of value, if that makes sense. But I don't think anyone's done any like strong searches of the space, if that makes sense. But that is something you can do.
Yeah, I'd like to go inside some of the buildings, see if there are like valuables there that are left or something along those lines.
Okay, yeah, no worries at all. You can make a investigation check, and if anyone wants to aid him, they so can. If they, I'll allow that.
Investigation.
I don't think I have.
I have investigation. I can help you.
Okay, so one of you two can give him the aid.
How about you search, and I will give you the aid. Actually, no, I cannot do that. I will do it, but I have -1, so.
Okay.
It was with advantage, right?
Yeah, it was with advantage. Yeah, so roll the other bit.
There we are. 15.
15. Okay. When you're going through one of the buildings, you do find a what looks to be a very nice sort of silver-plated warhammer, and it seems to be engraved with a crest of an anvil on the side of it. There is also a little bit of gold here as well in this particular place. 40 gold pieces in it, and what looks to be some tools of some descriptions.
Blight's with me, right? If he gave me advantage. Look, I found some gold for the group stash.
Awesome.
And perhaps these tools could also be sold. This hammer, though, this seems quite interesting.
Yes. I don't really think we need to carry that around with us, do you? To sell for a couple of copper.
I mean, what kind of tools are these? Are these like expensive tools?
I mean, you specifically said hammer to me.
Yeah,
no, the warhammer.
Oh, right.
Weapon.
A silver-plated
I thought you
warhammer.
meant
I
like
assume
it was a hammer.
Fair
there's
enough.
like a silver-plated warhammer. I'm taking that. That's no stake behind. The tools, the other tools, I'm not sure if they're like jeweler's tools or something like very.
No, it looks like there
precision
is mason
instruments,
tools and smith tools amongst them. So technically, the sets for both, if need be.
I mean, I'll take those. Sure.
Okay, one set of mason's tools and one set of smith's tools for your
Why not?
for your set.
How do I add these, or is it just in D&D Beyond that I have to?
Yeah, we can do it in D&D Beyond, or we can do it in here later. That's no
Yeah,
problem.
I'll do it.
We've got a note, luckily. So yeah, we can definitely have those on that one.
And then the Warhammer, I'll take with me. Is it okay if I hang on to this for now? It looks quite interesting. I maybe want to show it to Cisa to see if it's magical.
Sure. I don't see why not.
Mm-hmm. The last thing that you do find, Baldur, when you start moving the smith's tools and bits around, there is a strange wooden idol, sort of a carved piece of wood. It's basically a sort of a dwarven figure made out of wood with like flying, sort of like flying wings on the helmet kind of thing going on. Yeah, very interesting, but made of wood, so like carved out rather than anything of more value.
Is this a Valkyrie?
Yeah, it's dwarven, got the dwarven beard on it and things like that.
Dwarven
No wings. This is like a winged helmet rather than wings on the character, if that makes sense.
I'll take it and show it with someone who has like a little bit more brain power to figure out what this might be.
No problem. Yeah, you take all of the bits. You sort of gather them up as the rest of the party is sort of starting to pull themselves together and make their way with you.
Can I show this to people, like the Warhammer and the
idol?
The idol? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Who are you showing?
Zisa. She's the smartest. She probably is able to figure this out.
Okay. Yeah. So Baldur comes up to you, Zisa, carrying a warhammer and some sort of strange wooden idol of some description.
I see you found something.
Yes. So I went over rummaging at the buildings over here, and I found something interesting. This is like a wooden idol. I'm not sure if you know what it depicts or who it might be. Originally with the wings I thought Valkyrie, and I thought it would be a nice gift, but it's really not. It's dwarven, so probably not Valkyrie related. But and then I also found this warhammer, and it looks quite fancy. I was wondering if it was magical.
You can leave them with me for a moment, and I'll be able to tell you at least if they are magical. I'm unfamiliar with this culture, so I do not know how much I can tell you of the idol, but I will study it.
Of course.
So, James,
here you go.
I would like to ritually cast Detect Magic to see if either of these are magical. And while I'm doing that, I would also like to roll, I guess, a religion check on this idol.
Yeah, you can do a history check in this case. Yeah.
Okay, they're both the same number. So
there you go. On
19.
19. You don't recognize the crest that's on there. However, what you do know for certain is it is a family crest. So it is a sort of it's an older tradition amongst raiders, but certainly dwarven raiders were very keen on sort of family heraldry more than some of the others. So it would be, there are some things you would say that you would recognize from the Natal clan, as in some of the way some of the carving is done, but you don't recognize the exact family crest, if that makes sense. But there's got to be some link to Clan Natal in some way, if that makes sense, because there's definitely some similarities in heraldry there that would make sense.
The practice of family crest is an old one, not one very practiced, but among the dwarves it is not unknown. I do see some similarities in the design to Clan Nattle. It's something maybe we can take back to the Drift Hall and talk to
That would
one of
be-
their numbers.
That would be interesting. Do we have one of Clan Nattle amongst our crew?
No, the Clan Nattle guy was the one that got possessed, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I don't think you do have anyone from that clan amongst you. I think
Who's what clan's Fluffy?
Fluffy was.
Isn't it
oh,
Tavar?
That was Tavar. I think you're right.
Okay.
on
Yeah,
that
I know
one.
it was one of the clans. One
Yeah,
of the clans
yeah.
that's not ours.
That would be
but
that would be amazing if it was, but on that one. So I think we're going to break for a drink in a moment. But first thing, all we just need to work out is: are you guys going to head east or are you going to head west after all of this?
Well, first off, is the hammer magic or no?
yeah, it is not magical. No, it
Okay.
is a nice, well-built silvered hammer, warhammer, but with a crest, but not magical per se.
Okay.
I
so,
would go left. Always left.
Yeah, I mean, you're the ranger, so we will follow you.
That's right. Left it is.
Is my how do you say protagonist syndrome telling me something where to go, and I'm sort of like nudging Hoder, like any idea where to go?
Protagonist syndrome.
Yeah, Dad hasn't said anything, has he?
No, but you don't normally speak to him in the day.
Well, last we had.
Well, we just slept, right? So
You did just sleep, but no, nothing that night. It's not every night that you get that you see your
No.
father, but it's many a night on that one. But nothing there on that front, unless there's something you're going to attempt. Yeah.
No, he
Okay, then I
didn't. He
will-
only said north. We did north. So
Mhm.
that was cool.
then I think we should defer to my new best friend Blight.
New best friend, Blythe.
Your best friend blind.
So you're going to you're intending to go east in theory? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Never eat shredded wheat. Yeah.
West.
It's-
West
You're,
would be left.
you're wanting to go west. Okay. So yeah, when we return
In
from
what
drinks, we will
world
head.
is east left, Jess?
I'm
You threw me.
dyslexic. Leave me alone.
Fair enough. Well, on
To
that
be
note,
fair,
yeah.
I had to do the never eat shredded wheat to figure it out as well.
Listen, in Death House, north is to the right. in the compass
no,
roads,
to really
so-
throw it. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Right. Yeah. So we will reconvene. Let's just quickly go grab a drink, and then we'll come back and we will carry on. We will get back to it. So yeah, you leaving the dwarven village, you guys will head off to the west, making your way uphill and through calmer lands and calmer snows. Not so bad on the weather front as things seem to have improved. You travel for a fair few hours, heading further down the trail, and the trail does lead off north after a while, heading off in that way. You hear off in the not too far distance a shrill cry of a beast pierces the dull, muffled winter landscape. The cry is a mixture of pain, anger, and something that is in trouble up ahead, but it sounds animal-like. What do you guys do?
Can I nature check the animal?
Yeah, you can try and work out
Sound, yeah.
from the sound of it. You can do a nature check and see what you get.
16?
16. You think it's the cry of a moose.
Wow.
A guttural, but something in pain.
It's tasty.
Moose. Oh yeah, Hoda's like, oh, I think that's a moose. Up ahead, if I'm not mistaken.
Would be nice to have some fresh meat for a change.
Let us go see what it's wailing about.
No problem. You press on a little further, and lo and behold, there is a moose lying on its side in the off to a little way off of the path up ahead of you. You can see half of its antler is missing on one side, and its leg has got extremely deep bites within it. A trail of blood leads into the forest to the west, where something has obviously attacked it and has run off in the moments as this is going on. The moose is whining and is in pain, but not so loud that it would seem to be very aware of the party yet at the moment. Do you intervene in any way?
What kind of animal maims its prey and then just runs away? This seems off.
Also, what kind of animal can take down a moose?
A lot of things in D&D.
Yeah.
I mean, mooses are huge, man.
Yeah, but there are some scary shit in D&D compared to real life.
Can I use my bird to get a closer look of the wound?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you can send your owl ahead of you guys to where this creature is sort of going. You can make a medicine check through its eyes, just looking at sort of examining what's going on in the moment. And I need a perception from it as well, if that's okay.
Oh, perception, okay.
As well, yeah.
Yeah, rolling great. 2 5s.
Okay. I mean, large gash wounds from something large has done this, Caesar, but you're not sure from it moving around and all that's sort of going on in the moments. But you can't tell much more from the distance you guys actually are.
So Zisa would see as much as she can, and then while still looking through the bird, she would like to cast Prestidigitation to mimic what looks like the bite, basically, so that Blythe can see, and just say, "This is what the injury looks like up close. I cannot tell what caused the wound. Perhaps you can with your expertise."
Okay. What should I do, James?
You're trying to take a deeper look at what's going on or are you just listening to what's being described to you?
Well, I'm trying to ascertain from what Zeus showing me.
Okay. Okay. So you've got some vision.
Actually, that would probably be more minor illusion. I apologize.
Yeah, that's what
I do not have minor illusion. So yeah, it would.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if I could use prestidigitation to draw it in the sand or something. I don't know, but I would try to communicate with you.
You
via
can
that.
make like a small trinket, can't you? You could like literally make a tiny.
Oh yeah, I guess I can make a tiny
like a dental impression.
a tiny dead moose. with
I was thinking of just the wound,
with accurate injury. So you can make a medicine check.
Haven't we seen a gigantic wolf?
You have certainly seen gigantic wolves and things like that.
Yeah, but in our dream.
I was hoping to do survival here, James, because I'm not even trained.
You can.
I don't want to know so much about the wound as to what sort of animal could make the wound. If that makes sense.
You can make a survival then. I'll give it to you. It's a little tiny off, but from what I'm trying to think, but I'll allow it.
Okay, it was a D20.
So what Zisa is sort of describing to you, you would put into the category of some sort of large tiger has made the injuries. However, there are some discrepancies in what Zisa is showing you that do give you some hints that something else is going on. You think that the creature is also now pinned down by the roots of the trees around it right now, and they are literally have in some ways punctured the skin of the animal as this is all going on. It's sort of like and sort of off a little further ahead of you guys.
Should we put it down?
Yeah, I think that would be best after I sort of relay the information that I say. I think I'll have to put it down, otherwise it's going to suffer.
How are you going to attempt that? Yes.
How far away are we from it, James? Well, how far away are we?
I think you're about 40, 50 feet away, something like that at the moment. So
Yeah.
you've got a bit of
So, like,
distance.
Zisa
Five
would
minutes.
offer, if we do not want to leave a mark on the creature or let anything surrounding know that it's been mercy killed, I can reach inside of its mind and turn off its brain, essentially.
Okay.
I could also go up and just break its neck, right? That's
Yeah, but didn't I say it's getting pulled down by the roots of the?
Yeah, it's all being pinned by the
Yeah,
roots
don't
and things.
go
at the
near the
Yeah,
moment.
you don't want to
Yeah.
get close to it. I don't think.
But it's up to you guys. How does this play out in these moments?
While this is happening, can I make a perception check after hearing that there might be a huge tiger just waiting for something to come?
Yeah,
Good idea.
absolutely, Freddie. Yeah, you can give me a
Really
you
good
can give me a
idea.
perception check. Yeah.
Always forget.
Always thinking that's why you're our fearless leader.
No, apparently not.
No, not much more standing out to you in the moments as the creature carries on crying from where it is.
Just feel it.
Monster! Reach into your brain.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, there is a few moments, and with ease, the creature then stops wailing and goes silent as Zisa does what she does. As the din of its sort of cries sort of well down, there is now sounds that you can hear. And I think it's probably with that sound that you guys can start to notice strange beetles are making their way over what is now a corpse of this creature and are beginning to devour it as this is happening. Hodor, you can give me a perception check as well. Now seeing some of this in the moments as well, with advantage.
Ooh.
It seems wise that we didn't let Baldur go and
2,
put the creature out of its misery with his hands.
18.
18. What you realize that the others do not is that the roots that are puncturing this creature are also now the transportation for these beetles into this body of this creature. Yeah, like they're being siphoned in to the body via the ironwood. And they have that same iridescent hue as the ironwood itself as they're sort of beginning to devour this thing. You don't think it will take long for them to do their work?
Yeah, Hodor won't necessarily say it as if he's telling everyone. He'll say it as like a comment to himself, and if people overhear it, they overhear it. He'll be like,
Fascinating. The beetles seem to be entering the bodies through roots. They seem to be linked in some way. That's fascinating.
Like a hive mind.
Maybe we should burn the body, get rid of these beetles, and get rid of the roots attached to it.
Well, I think we should see what happens. It'll be important to see what happens with this, because maybe the body will come to life. You don't know, because we've had resurrections. I think we should see how this plays.
You think perhaps the beetles might cause a reanimation, like we've seen in the past?
Possibly. I think both things are linked to the ironwood, so you never know. I just think this is an opportunity for an experiment where the victim is a moose and not someone that we know, so I feel this is the best opportunity to see this happen, you know?
So we wait and observe, and if the creature seems as if it becomes hostile, we'll be ready to attack.
Exactly. Just see what happens.
Okay, you guys hold put for a few minutes, and it's only a few minutes, about 3 or 4, before the beetles finish their work, picking it clean down to the skeleton, and then they sort of make their way back into the ironwood. And the ironwood seems to writhe and wrap further around the roots of this. The roots wrap further around the body of this thing, firmly embedding themselves in the space, growing at a very strong rate.
Ooh,
The beetles
Seems-
seem to make their way into the canopy of the tree.
think the beetles feed the trees.
It could
We
be a
found
sort
all
of
those-
symbiotic relationship. It is not unknown in nature.
I agree. We found all those bones with ironwood linked into it in the same way. Maybe those people were also consumed by the beetles and fed the ironwood to grow.
James, does it seem like the ironwood roots may like detach or move the skeleton or animate it in some way?
No, not at the moment. You're not seeing anything like that. You have seen rapid development of the tree or the roots of the tree in those moments, but not much more than that at this point. You do see a few little sort of ironwood leaves from the canopy, sort of, and then sort of drop to the ground.
Zisa, how far are we from this tree? You said 30, 40 feet or something? Like
Yeah,
that?
about around 40 feet-ish.
Around 40 feet. Can Zisa just come forward about 10 more feet or so? Still trying to remain unnoticed. And can she use Mage Hand to grab one of these beetles and bring it over so that Hodor can get a closer look?
Absolutely, you can, yeah. There's a few of them left. They are, not ladybird size. I would say it would be quite a large bug, but it would be in the palm of the hand kind of thing, an iridescent blue sort of thing with quite a large sort of set of mouth and sort of looks like a carapace with possibly of wings. But yeah, what do you do with the mage hand? You bring it over and.
Basically, I just wanted to grab it, and I wanted to bring it over so that Hodor can get a better look. Because of the nature of my mage hand, it is invisible.
Mhm.
So it's just a telekinetic thing. So basically, I just take one and I bring it closer so that Hodor can get a better look at it. I don't touch it at all.
No, fair enough. No worries. What do you want to do, Hodor? He's brought one of these things close by.
Would you think nature or arcana is better for this?
This is nature in this case.
Nature.
I'm trained in that. I
Um,
would like to give you the help action.
Yeah, that's cool. Also, Hodor has no issues with touching this beetle, so he will take it.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, I
You
guess.
should breed them and like make it like a bomb.
Yeah, you should bring it back
Absolutely.
onto our boat and just give it to the ironwood on our boat that
Yeah.
nobody else knows about.
Yeah,
That
that
that's
is
unfortunate.
exactly the plan.
Okay. So you do examine this thing for a little while, and the fact that with all of its sort of large mouth apparatus that it's got going on, it's not trying to gnaw on you or anything like that, is suggests that whatever triggers these things is to do with injury or pain in some way. You obviously you don't know the exact mechanism, but when something has been injured in some way, these things seem to react to that and then come in for the for devouring of things, if that makes sense. They do have kind of like large sort of bodies that can hold a lot of material, which they will obviously seem to they take back to wherever they go. So it doesn't look like they need all of what they take, suggesting that the idea of something being symbiotic is more plausible. Absolutely.
Cool. I will relay that to everyone.
Don't get injured around these things
Yes.
is something that would come to mind. Absolutely.
And I will put it in a little vial, and I will put it in my bag.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Thank you.
No worries. So, do you guys continue on north?
No.
Yes.
No
yeah,
problem.
There's no other way, is it, other than turn around?
Rather than turning turning back, absolutely. Yeah, it seems to be your sort of choices as this is all sort of going on. But yeah, you definitely make your way further and further forward, heading north. Again, the forests to the actual east of you are ridiculously thick compared to everything else, but the pathway does continue on and keep you going. The trail sort of ends at another village. Most of the homes are sort of built from wood and sort of like cabin kite style places. A few buildings still stand, but most are a shell at this point. Barely much of what's left there. The trail seems to terminate completely. Only a thick forest seems to be ahead, untouched by axe or fire. You seem to have reached some sort of a dead end at this village, and it is also getting late as this is going on.
We should investigate this area and maybe hunker down for the night.
Cecil will ritually cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, let's make sure it's safe.
No problem. No signs of anything that you can make out other than the general residual of the ironwood that does come on, Zisa, as you are looking around. That's always there in some form as that's all going on in the moment. But you can look around some of the buildings. Anything else that you'd be trying? Yeah, or would you be trying to rest up before maybe trying to head back the next day? I suppose would be the question.
Does my divine sense see anything around here? Any undeads, mainly?
You're not getting undeads. The consecrated thing is everything. The west is horrendous compared to the rest, I suppose would be the best way of putting it. Not the west, so the east is horrendous. It gets worse as things head that general direction. But no, nothing else is sort of coming up as that is sort of going on. But yeah, I'm assuming you guys do have to try and rest for the evening and see how that's going to play out.
Yep.
I'll use the same map to make it easy. Is
does
anyone
somebody wanna
who's going to be
investigate
taking? Yeah, is anyone going to be
the
taking watches and
buildings?
stuff?
I'll
You can
take
also do
watch.
investigations of the buildings. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
take
sure.
the first watch, yeah.
I'll
My
do an
investigation.
investigation of the buildings.
Yeah, I'm not trained in investigation, but
You don't
I'm
mind.
curious as well.
I
Okay.
am. So here we go. Boosh. 21.
Fair enough. 21. It's not. You don't find anything of interest is in terms of items or anything like that. However, the design of this place is very, very different from the first settlement that you guys found. This one is, to Zisa's mind, almost elven-like in the way some of this is sort of playing out. I mean, you have met some elven and half-elf raiders in your time, but this they talk of buildings and ideas that are sort of built in some of this sort of fashion. But yeah, very, very different and far, far older than what you guys found earlier with the dwarven raiders and bits and bobs before. However, no signs of beings or ideas of actual people, etc., because it's just too long ago, if that makes sense. It seems like that of a far, far earlier era. would be the best way of putting it.
Okay, I'll let everybody know that verbatim, basically.
No problem. So who's going to take watch on this one over the night?
Well,
I can do
I'll
the
go
first
first. I'll go
Oh.
second, then that's fine.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Hoda, yeah, you can take the first watch, and you can make a perception check for me.
Do we need 3 people? Otherwise,
Just two. We've just been rolling for 2 to make
Okay,
life easier
sure. Makes sense.
on that one.
Oof.
Natural
Yeah.
20, I see all.
Fair enough. Hoda, off to the east of you, you see a strange blue glow coming from between the trees.
I love it.
Oh shit. Don't tell anyone.
Oda will creep towards it to have a peek.
No problem.
Perfect.
The image coalesces of your father.
Hey, Dad. It's my dad.
You see a sort of ghostly visage, kind of like from Star Wars, if that makes it like a Force ghost kind of thing going on, and he's sort of he's beckoning you forward.
Oh, hell yeah, am I following?
No problem. And you make your way further, sort of following this blue spectral figure into the tree space ahead. You don't go too far before you realize that up ahead the trees are actually an illusion. They're not actually real, and what looks like very thick forest is not what it seems. I will bring you through to this. The others won't actually be here, but you'll be here in token form to at least help be able to see what is going on. Up ahead, Hodor, will be a sight that you have seen before. A strange shrine that you guys have visited once in the past. It was very ghost-like and very unreal when you were last here. This feels very solid and far more real in the center of this sort of space. And you can just see your dad sort of wind his way up to the door and is making his way into the door of this shrine.
Oh my god.
Jess knows this is a bad idea. But Hodor he's too inquisitive. He needs to know.
We've been to a place like this before, right?
You have, indeed. Yeah, you have been on the inside of this thing when it was ethereal and not very real. But yeah, up
Ooh.
ahead, Hodor, you can see the door of this place. It is open. Your father is standing next to a woman in the space as you sort of make your way in. Bear with me. I need to make sure I'm on the right section here myself. 1 second. One sec. Right. Okay. Basically, your father and this woman who's standing next to her. So this person you have seen once before. This was only visible to a few of you during a moment when you guys were here last time. But she was sort of a spectral figure that sort of walked between some of the rooms, but she's sort of looking at you and sort of greeting you as your father next to her. Oh, that's the wrong image. That's a much better image for her. Oh, bless. Let's have the right one. Yeah, and your father are here on that one, and
I can see the resemblance. Like it's in the nose.
I used a commoner image as a start point. Bless on that one. I love it. So yeah, basically the woman will start talking first, and she will say, "Greetings, Hodor. You've arrived finally. Your father said you would be here soon enough. Welcome. Come in." The room
Oh.
is warm, but yeah, it's a big space that you have been before. It's yeah, it's slightly odd. You do know that there are some very strange things in some of the rooms. You remember the squirrel and the soup kitchen that went on in the other room from previously on that one, but yeah, she's sort of looking on as you're sort of there, and she says, "Come forward. It's time that we all talked. Your father has explained much to me." What does Hodor do?
Hodor's coming forward. He needs to know whatever's going on. He's so confused.
Your father found us a long time ago. We sensed some power in his child, you. We have helped nurture that a little bit, to hope that you would come to some form of understanding. Now with your father passed, can the son take on more, or can they take on more? And you can see that she's literally holding a set of red robes, looking down at them, Hodor. They are exactly your size, from what you can see.
Betray the party. Become the new big bad. Roll a new piece.
Oh,
Wait, so my father's plan was for me to join you?
We didn't know for certain, but yes, we think this is what needs to happen now. You must know, with all that you have seen now, your clan are not worth saving.
She's obviously got the wrong brother, right?
The world, the nature,
Wrong sibling.
the nature of everything around you, that is what needs to be saved. Not those political, hungry animals.
Well, whilst I do agree with that, I'm not sure how I specifically can be of help. I'm not particularly powerful.
Oh, you're so much more than you know. Your lineage is now giving you power, and with our help from our knowledge from your father, we have been adding to that power. You must be able to sense some of it. You can be so much more than just one of them. You can become a champion.
That's all Hodor's ever wanted. Oh, it's to be better than everyone else. Okay.
oh, okay.
Betray the party is fun. Trust me. I've been there. It's great.
What of if I do this, what will happen to my brother and our comrades? Will they be okay, or am I just dooming them by helping you?
Ragnarok is coming. It can't be stopped. It is the cycle of life and death. They may try futilely to stop it, but that won't be your problem anymore. We can find a way to make them leave this place, never to return.
Make them leave to be safe.
There won't be any safe place from Ragnarok. The cycle has to be. But maybe they can have some semblance of life before that. But we will continue on. We always do. Throughout all the cycle. Throughout all the worlds. We continue on.
So what is the end goal for you? What is
What is life's goal? We exist, we want to continue, but the cycles must remain. This is not the first time Ragnarok has happened, and it will not be the last. It is a part of life.
I spent my entire childhood fascinated by death and respecting it. I do take issue with stopping the inevitable, I must admit. But I'm intrigued. I've seen what the Ironwood is capable of, and I frankly just would like to know more. To see what limits it has, whether it does have limits, and if it's what my father wanted for me, then I can't see myself going against his wishes.
And you could take up the mantle with time. You could train here and become something so much more. Your mother was a wonderful person, I guess, but your father was far stronger in power. She just didn't know. And your father's sort of nodding to one side, and sort of as all this is going on, this blue ghostly apparition.
Mother only saw strength in the physical, not the spiritual.
That's why you can be so much more than all of them. You don't have to just be a champion. You could be a king.
And at that, like, his eyes kind of glow with a life they haven't for a long time.
I think you could teach me a lot, and I think I'm willing to learn.
Yeah. Very well. Then come with us. There's someone you need to meet. We have much to talk about. And she will take you to one of the upper floors and will ask you to stay and wait for a little while in one of the upper rooms, Hodor, as this is all going on. And a few moments do pass. She passes out of the room, and your father still there in spectral form. Do you speak to him at all, or anything while you're waiting, or?
Yeah, I will say to him,
if this all goes wrong, because frankly it seems that you and her have more faith in me than I do. Would you be able to tell Boulder that I'm okay? If he cares, that is. I just feel like we shared a womb. I should share this knowledge. That what I'm doing,
He
with him.
seems not inclined to listen. I have tried speaking with him, but nothing seems to get through that head of his.
Yeah,
He always was a stubborn one.
Smooth brain as well. No indents to latch onto in there. Just all gone. Okay. It's a shame he wasn't able to take on the magical arts the same way that we did. Phil, he's just a victim of my mother's tutelage,
He always was very different from you. But I am very proud of you. As this sort of like the spectral hand is sort of rubbing the shoulder in the moment as this is going on. Don't be afraid. He's coming.
I think this is the first time in a while I haven't been afraid of something. This is something I think I've always known is coming. Something better, more exciting than people always assumed I'd be doing.
A few more moments pass before there is this heavy footing on the wood. As some large being makes his way into the space. This figure walks into the room. He is 9 foot tall, glowing green eyes behind a blackened mask with these giant antlers that are going on. He sort of slowly makes his way up. The shield he's carrying, Hodor, has this giant mouth on it, like something that could eat you, sort of half cut you in half. It's sort of in moments as this is all going on. And he sort of he looks at you, and there is a voice, a sort of disembodied voice that sort of comes into the scene as well, and says, "You have done well for me, my king. But I have finally found you your successor." And he sort of makes his way to you, the hollow green eyes looking into yours, Hodor, as this is all going on. "I order you to pass on the baton. Take the time." And Hodor, it's at this point you realize that voice is coming from the spectral form of your father over your shoulder in those moments as this is happening.
He does look at his father to see if there's any changes, because the weird voice is coming out of his dad.
Yeah, you look round, there's still just the image of your father as you turn around. No other person in the room.
Yeah, Hodor will just hold eye contact with this thing and just see what happens next. He stands his ground.
Fair enough. He will pull this ginormous sword from his back.
Cut you in two. Dead.
And he stabs Hodor through the chest with this ginormous blade.
That's what you get for wanting
as,
power.
As green energy is sort of seeping through the wound as all of that is going on. And we will fade to black on that. The rest of you.
I'll have fun. Okay.
we were all left sleeping and nobody woke up the second person for watch. Does anything happen to us while we sleep?
We just sleep through the night.
Yeah, really peacefully.
So far, so good. Yeah. You make your way through. Who would be the first to wake up? Who do you think?
I think I would, because I was expecting to get up anyway.
Yeah, Blythe. Yeah.
I don't think I would have got up at, like, bang on time for second watch or anything.
No. But yeah, you definitely in the wee hours of the morning you come round.
You're being nudged awake by your wolf.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, all quiet as you're sort of looking around. Odd, and no Hodor.
I start quietly calling for Hodor. I'll have a look around first before I call, actually. Over the just call.
Okay. You're looking around for tracks, survival? Or is it more just a
initially
general
not, no. I think it's just I'm not looking for tracks because I'm not expecting
tracks in that respect? Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
do you know what I mean?
Just no signs at all at the moment as you're looking around. Everyone else is fast asleep.
and then I'll call, and then I'll track. Just
yeah,
to-
you start calling. That's enough to start to rouse the others. Hodor, I will make you invisible because you are not in the scene.
Blythe, what is the matter?
Hodor is not here.
I mean,
Mm,
he must have gone out to pick flowers or bones or something or whatever he does.
Yeah,
Right?
bone flowers. I agree, but normally Hodor does that in the day, right? So it seems strange that he would leave the post here whilst.
And not wake you for watch is odd. Yeah.
did
I mean,
Hodor
it-
like leave his like bag or something behind and stuff?
No.
That's a good question. What? Yeah. What did Hodor take everything? Yes.
Oh, you packed
No,
everything away?
He's a little hoarder. He carries his little bag with him all the time. He's not leaving any of his shit behind.
Fair enough.
That's it. I feel like Hodor's betrayed us. Let's leave immediately. No, I'll try and track Hodor,
Okay. Yeah. As the others wake
Hodor
up
was
and are
sitting by
realizing
this
the same
tree.
thing.
and then I guess I go from that, and I'll help. I'll use Iron to help.
Yeah. You can make a survival check and just see how that's going on.
I'll send up my owl to see if I can see Hodor walking or anything like that.
Okay, yeah, no signs from your Anna from your owl straight off the bat, but you can make a perception check as Blythe starts to make the survival checks on that one.
Okay, with the owl, this is actually a +2, not a 0.
Ooh.
So
Damn, Blythe, yeah, you're pretty damn good.
I can't roll a 1 because the little wooden boy.
Yeah, the wooden boy is here.
Is
The
Wooden Boy there?
helps out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Technically you
boy
do
is
have your
always
three crew. That is definitely.
We just don't know who the other 2 are. We just know that
Right
one
now.
of them is little wooden boy.
Well, we know that much for this one. This will get us through. Zisa, with that level of perception, you do pick up what Blythe picks up first is the tracks on the ground, and then your owl sort of swoops in, following the path that Blythe is starting to notice, and does pass through about 50, 60 feet away, through the first of some illusionary forest that is there. And you realize the jig is up, that there is a fake illusion up ahead, to the east of you guys, and wherever Hodor has gone is in that same general direction. So you are aware there is stuff going on.
Could Hodor have put this up for any reason?
With blank eyes still flying through my familiar, Zisa will slowly shake her head. Hodor did not possess that magic. That's not in the
Not that
druids.
strong, is he really?
But Zisa,
See,
you would
should probably
start to
sit
see
down
that
for some
same
power or
image
something.
of the shrine as well, as your owl passed further forward. You would see the shrine that you guys have seen before, the on that strange island previously, is within the not in the center of the forest, but in this section of the forest up ahead. And wherever
Through the
Hodor is gone is on the same way.
Through the illusion lies a shrine similar, if not the exact one that we found on that island. It would seem Hodor has walked directly into it, and judging from the tracks, I think Blythe would agree that they were not in a hurry, and they were not under any duress.
No, this is completely.
What
free
sort
will
of
thing.
idiot would walk to a witch's lair like that on their own? Why would they not wake us?
There
I mean,
are magics that can affect the mind. I employ them. They can charm, they can bewitch. Perhaps Hodor was not of their own mind when they did this. Though, were that the case, I feel like they wouldn't have stopped to grab their bag.
Unless Hodor had it on for some reason. I can't see a reason Hodor would ever leave post like that and leave us vulnerable.
I mean, he does get easily distracted if he sees something that's interesting to him, like bones.
Sees bones flying in the air. I shall go to bones.
Great.
I think. Go.
Blythe, I lack the skill. Can you tell how long ago it was that Hodor went in this direction?
I can with my 24 survival check.
Yeah. I mean, you figure out roughly, and it would have been early in the first watch that this all happened.
Wait, so nobody woke up for the second watch?
No, this is like judging by the sun. This is sort of.
This is
about
real
2
early.
hours past.
Real early, yeah.
2.
Oh, God.
Making that.
Yeah, you're in the right ballpark, though. It's fine.
Baldur, do you want to save your brother?
Save?
I imagine they are probably dead. If they have gone to the witch who managed to... Whatever happened to us on that island, that was all done by that one witch.
You guys all woke up in shallow graves next to your ship, didn't you? The last time you visited this place.
Yeah, that was this place, wasn't it?
I think we should give him the benefit of the doubt. He has been a loyal, if a bit creepy, companion to us all. He is my brother. I think whatever is happening here might not be as bad as you think.
Yeah, I think maybe we should just go and have a chat.
Let us go have a chat with Hodor then. Definitely not save them.
So you guys make your way into the illusionary forest and head towards the shrine. Is that the play that's going on right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
As soon as we walk through the illusion, I'll divine sense.
No
See
problem.
what's happening.
It's horrendous. Frida is the answer on that. On the other side of that, as you're going on, the everything is desecrated beyond belief. It's the worst smell you have ever smelled in your life.
She is relaying all of this to all of
and
you.
The ironwood trees are writhing around this building. You can hear the clatter of beetles of these things making their way around, and it's the site of that same place that you had seen previously up ahead.
Oh no. I guess we just need to go in. I don't know what else we can do.
No, let's just do it. Let's go in.
Okay, you can make your way up to the teleporter and appear by the door. The large wooden doors of this place that you've seen previously are up ahead. Far more tangible than the last time you guys were here. As you start to make your way to the doors. On the inside, there is.
In the door.
Yeah, you kick in the door. Boosh. Okay, no problem. On the other side, you do see the long hall that runs the entire length of the building, with a steepled ceiling, at least 80 feet above you, and there is a balcony on the floor above. There are obviously several different rooms that are sort of interlinked off of the sides of this. There's stairwells leading to higher spaces. The strange stone shrine sitting in the far end of the space, still covered in blood. There are doors off to each side. As Baldur, you start to make your way in. All seems quiet as you initially make your way in.
I pull out the dagger and the shield.
Was this a long enough walk, James, that I could have had a ritually casted detect magic up?
Yeah. You can have detect magic up as this is all going on.
Cool.
But you start to make your way in. You can see again all of those strange items on the tables that you saw last time. Different things in different spots, different weapons and different foods and different bits and bobs around on the tables as this is all going along on that front. You all sort of make your way into the main hall.
Nobody touch anything. just specifically looking at Baldo.
Oh, I'm sorry, James. I cast the template, but I should probably be getting off an aura instead.
That's
So
fair
maybe we can
enough.
fix that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I get where you're coming from. That is no problem. But yeah, so I'm assuming you all sort of make your way into the space and sort of
This
start to look around the shrine up
Is it
ahead and all the
exactly
rest
the
of it.
same?
It looks exactly the same, except that everything is it's no longer got that insubstantial quality that you saw last time. You know the kitchens were up ahead and off to one side. You know that there was that strange room where you fought the magic armors off to the other side at the top. It all looks very, very similar to what you saw previously.
Should we perhaps beeline it for where we fought the witch then?
Yes,
Possibly,
absolutely.
yeah.
I think so.
But when you're actually saying that, it's at that point from the upper balconies, people start to take aim, and you know it's an ambush as many figures start to pull themselves up from the balconies above, taking aim, ready to fire, and you know that a battle will ensue as something is also making its way down the ceiling behind you as this is all going on in the same moments. But we're not going to start that one till next time. But we're going to leave it here, and we'll deal with that next time. And whatever has gone on with Hodor. But well done. Right, we are in the thick of it now.